जम्मू कश्मीर में व्यवस्थाएं बदल चुकी हैं, ज़मीन के कानूनों में बदलाव आया है और केंद्र सरकार ने आश्वासन दिया है कि अब जम्मू कश्मीर में ज़मीनों के ऊपर माफिया का कंट्रोल नहीं रहेगा। ये आश्वासन केंद्र सरकार ने दिया है, लेकिन क्या इस आश्वासन के बाद वाकई जो भू माफिया जम्मू कश्मीर का है उसका खात्मा होगा? इस कहानी की हकीकत जानने के लिए आपको 1965 में देश के लिए लड़ाई लड़ चुके आर्मी के एक ऑफिसर से आपको इस सारे मामले की समझ आ सकती है। एक लंबे समय से रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट के साथ अपनी ज़मीन के लिए लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं। रेवेन्यू डिपार्टमेंट घुमाना बंद करता है तो एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो परेशान करता है। एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो थोड़ी राहत देता है तो कहीं और से परेशानी आनी शुरू हो जाती है। कोर्ट में तारीख पर तारीख वाला सिलसिला चल रहा है। आज कहानी है ब्रिगेडियर कंवर लखनपाल की। कहानी एक जर्नैल की जिसने 65 की जंग में तो हार नहीं मानी, लेकिन रेवेन्यू विभाग की गुंडागर्दी और पुलिस और प्रशासन की अनदेखी और एंटी करप्शन ब्यूरो का नरम रवैया इस जर्नैल को अब ये कहने पर मजबूर कर गया है कि जम्मू कश्मीर में तो कुछ भी नहीं बदलेगा, शायद मुझे ही अपने काम काज का तरीका बदलना पड़ेगा।
Now, let me tell you that I am the third generation army officer. My father was also in the army, colonel, who retired from the Jack Rifles. And my grandfather was a Subedar, who retired from the J&K State Forces. My father took part in Second World War as part of 7 British Navy. And I took part in 1965 war in Kemkern sector. You must have heard of Hasalutar battle and also of the Kemkern battle, where we got 2 battle honors. In 65, I fought the battle of Kemkern and I was in charge of the anti-tank defenses for the battle of Hasalutar. Abdul Hamid was one of my detachment commanders who was ultimately awarded Paramveer Chakra. No, that much for the army life. I served for 37 years in the army and retired in 1997 March. After retirement, I worked for corporate for about 10 years, where I picked up a disease called Parkinson.
ब्रिगेड साहब, पार्किंसंस के बारे में आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि कितना मुश्किल है पार्किंसंस के साथ। आप इस वक्त आप खड़े भी हैं, बट मैं देख सकता हूँ कि खड़े रहना भी आपके लिए बहुत मुश्किल है। और 1997 से इस बीमारी ने आपको कितना कमज़ोर किया है?
The major drawback of Parkinson is that the whole body suffers tremors. And after, if you are delayed your medicine, the tremors are so strong that you are not able to control your movement.
Okay.
Besides that, Parkinson affects your memory and loss of movement. Anyway, I am taking the medicine regularly and I have been lucky that against the lifespan of 10 years, which is normally given to a Parkinson patient, I have lived for 15 years now.
15 years.
And at the stage comes when you are confined to a chair and your movement is difficult. Parkinson is a disease which has got no cure at the moment. The retirement is a curse on the army person. He is full of honor while he is serving. As far as he is concerned, after retirement also, when he goes to an army unit, he is respected. But the civil administration, the police, other paramilitary forces treat the army people, retired army people, as a spent force. Whereas this is the force which is trained fully for 30, 40 years they have served. They are disciplined. They know the tactical background of the battle also. So they could be usefully employed. But unfortunately, nobody cares for them. Now, in my particular case, after my retirement, I came to Jammu to take charge of my father's property. My father had been given 48 canals of land because he was a displaced person from POK. After having come here, I approached the divisional commissioner, who was very kind to help me. The divisional commissioner gave the orders that within 7 days the matter should be resolved and the DC should report back to the divisional commissioner. You will be surprised that this happened in 2007. Today it is 2020. The marking on the letter is still there, but the matter is still rests at the same place where it was. No progress has taken place. No help has been accorded by the Revenue Department to me. I've been running from pillar to post, approaching Revenue Department, police, and all other concerned departments, including land mafia. But nothing has happened. Still, without any doubt, I'm still given a chance to serve in the army. Even next birth, I'd like to serve in the army. That is a coordinated force. That's a good force. But nowhere near the army. The police or the administration or the IAS is helpful to the ex-servicemen. They haven't helped me at all. Land mafia is an organized crime in J&K. There is a land mafia boss, like you can say Ravinder Gupta. Then he has a team of advocates who prepare all the fake cases against the people who are involved in land cases. Then there is police executive level who take charge of the crime. They let the people take possession of the land and the owners are left high and dry. It is exactly the same thing has happened. I am very lucky that when I approached the Chief Minister of J&K, he detailed a commission and demarcated my land. But when it came to taking possession, the police never came to my help. Out of 4 canals of land which was there in Greater Clash, I could take possession of only 3 canals. The moment I make the boundary wall and go away, the land mafia comes and demolishes the boundary wall. Police does not interfere at all. And this is 13 years now. Running 13 years. Nobody is helping out. I had gone to the Deputy Commissioner about 3 months back. They are very respectful, very helpful to give you a cup of tea and biscuits. But when it comes to the work, nobody helps you. Basically, the problem started with the Anti-Corruption Bureau. There was one gentleman director who was Alok Puri. He was known to some relation of mine who, as a vendetta, he lodged a complaint against me. The complaint was based entirely on the wrong statistics. It can be proved any day. That wrong statistics, they took it for consideration, whereas the land allotted to my father was only 48 canals. On ground, they said 115 canals have been allotted. They took land which is on paper, but not land which has been handed over to my father. So they carried on with 115 canals till 3 inquiries were ordered, one by the Revenue Department, one by the custodian, one by the Financial Commissioner, and lastly by a commission detailed by the Anti-Corruption Bureau. I'm very lucky that the latest director of the Anti-Corruption Bureau is quite helpful. He is seen through the game. He's acknowledged that I have been harassed unnecessarily. There's not a single feet of land extra has been allotted by my father. And now the case is pending with the Anti-Corruption Bureau court. You'll be surprised that there are total 22 cases and not a single registered case. They're all fake cases.
22 केस आपके खिलाफ
बिल्कुल जी.
और ये 22 केस अब कोर्ट में लड़ रहे हैं.
There are 5 of them in the High Court and about 17 in the lower courts.
17 in the
Lower courts.
ये सभी केसेस किसने करे हैं?
Unfortunately, some of these cases are lying for last 5 years just for measurement, demarcation of the land. There is simple case of encroachment which the Tahsildar has to come and measure it. Tahsildar report is there on file, but nobody gives a report. A person who has served for 37 years, never been to a court, never been to a police station, now is spending 5 days in a week in police station and courts. You see, my grandchildren are there in Noida, Greater Noida.
पूरी फैमिली वहीं पे है.
Puri family there. Family means my.
यहाँ पे जम्मू क्यों आते हैं?
I have one son who stays in Greater Noida because he's got his business there. I purely come here to get the result of my cases. I have written to Prime Minister, I have written to Mr. Shah, I have written to the Chief of the Army, but nobody has responded. Look, being an army officer, I'm not going to lose my heart. If I have suffered for 17 years or 13 years, I'll continue fighting the battle till I won. And I'm quite confident that once I see the light of the day, that everything is fictitious, every figure is fake, they will have to give in. So I'm going to fight the battle. I'm not going to run away from here.
आप लड़ते रहेंगे?
Yes, even if I die here, I'll die here. I'm terribly sorry to say that I wish the Chief Justice could give me 5 minutes. I could explain to her that
प्रधानमंत्री या गृह मंत्री आपको थोड़ा समय दें।
yes, any person who means business should give me 5 minutes only, whether it's the Chief Minister, Governor, or the Chief Justice. And within 5 minutes, I'll explain to her that how these fake charges have been framed against me and how this whole tamasha is going on.